It's Madden NFL 23, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC East. It's the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. All that and more coming up next.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we're at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Welcome in, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback who played his college ball at Western Kentucky. He was a Hilltopper. It's Mike White.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They're sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
White going to come out throwing. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
From the shotgun, here's White. He finds Corey Davis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now White. He's got the connection to Moore. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on second down. White over the middle and complete to Wilson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
They gotta walk that walk, baby. Give it strong. Get it, baby.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. To throw, White. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now White. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from that first half for the Jets. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Bills, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they're on the losing end of things here. What do they need to do if they're going to turn things around, CD?
Partner, it's awfully close to being a must drive here, I think, for them, because I think a touchdown here in this opening drive is something they absolutely have to have. They only managed 3 points in the first half. They know that's not going to get it done. So without adding pressure to them, they already know the stakes. They need a touchdown here to get things started. That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. So the completion good for just 3.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Allen. He gets this complete to Diggs. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 35-yard line. 23 yards the final tally. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Throwing is Allen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you run,
I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Now Allen. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Allen. Flushed out right. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net. But they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Field goal is all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Jets won the toss. They'll get the first shot at finding a winner as we are back underway here in overtime from the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
Ball again on second down. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. White looks to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because a field goal won't finish the game.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment.
On second down, a run with Hall. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
That was good tough running right up the middle. If the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. To about the 26 here.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. White.
He finds Wilson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this.
The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Here's White.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Back to the ground with Hall.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Now White lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
And Diggs has it.
And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Here's Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And that's complete to Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Allen going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Rolling to his left. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this.
Now Allen again. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. Get, as you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
Second and 5. Allen going to give this one to Singletary.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go right back to Singletary. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Now a 2nd down and 6. Allen now looks to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, Parker?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? What, we're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not surprised it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution is pretty darn good.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.